Hey guys, guess who's in the studio?
Who's in the studio?
You'll never guess. You'll never guess.
Oh my gosh, who's in the studio?
It's Mike Lewis. The famous Mike Lewis is in the studio with the bollocks this evening.
Always happy to be sitting in with Tony Belvins.
Yes, we got Tony Belvins.
Tony Belvins and Mike Lewis are here for your enjoyment tonight.
At it again. The band's back together, and we are in the Bozard Ford studio. We got to pay some bills, Mr. Lewis.
I'm ready to pay bills.
All right, and I'm going first because I got Bozard over here. Bozard Ford Lincoln in St. Augustine. Their goal is to make sure your time and experience buying a car is stress-free, fun, and enjoyable. Bozard is a family-owned Ford dealership that has been in business since 1949. Bozard Ford Lincoln has been the recipient of numerous dealer awards, including being ranked #1 automotive dealership in the nation by Dealer Rater. Bozard Ford also has won back-to-back President's Awards, which is the highest honor given by Ford Motor Company. Check them out today online at bozardford.com. Who you got over there?
For over 20 years, A to Z Roofing and Waterproofing has been St. Augustine's trusted name in roofing. From Cedar Shake, and it doesn't say shingles. It just says from Cedar Shake. Who wrote this? From Cedar Shake shingles to tile to flat roofs and designer shingles. I got to get you guys some help here on this. They've got you covered, literally, specializing in painted metal roofs for saltwater area homes with warranties up to 25 years and Cedar Shake warranties shingle warranties up to 50 years. Yeah, who wrote this?
ChatGPT.
It was so good when I left and you guys did this to the A to Z ad. Free estimates, top-tier materials and service you can count on. Visit A to Z Roofing and Waterproofing.com. A to Z Roofing, protecting your homes from the top down. Chuck, I apologize for what's happened since I've been gone.
Oh, Chuck, we don't screw that one up like Mr. Lewis did. He's out of practice. He's out of practice.
It's
okay.
horrible read.
We adjust on the fly.
Somehow,
he used to have that skill set.
Somehow Lenny reads better than you, Mike.
Okay, get the creepy Troy off your shoulder right there. That's just going to
Let me see creepy Troy again.
Yeah, it's
oh man, I remember Fu Manchu.
Oh,
Troy.
we got to get him off of there.
That ain't the true Fu Manchu Troy, though.
Oh my goodness!
God,
all right,
looks horrible.
Here we go, Mr. Electric.
Horrible.
All right, need a trusted electrician in St. Augustine? Call Mr. Electric of St. Augustine, a local veteran-owned business providing expert residential and commercial electrical services across St. Johns, Flagler, and Putnam counties. From panel upgrades and lighting installs, safety inspections, and EV chargers, their licensed pros do it all with upfront pricing and satisfaction guaranteed, back with the neighborly, done right promise. Flexible scheduling, no surprises, just dependable hometown service. Give them a call today at 904-289-1217. That's 904-289-1217. Mr. Electric of St. Augustine. Now, you can't mess this one up.
When
you got
quality matters.
You got this one.
Trust A.D. Davis Construction, North Florida's expert in high-end homes, commercial builds, renovations, and historic renovation projects. With over 71 years of experience, their dedicated team delivers craftsmanship that you can count on and relationships that are built on trust. They just don't build buildings, they build confidence with integrity, performance, and results that keep over 85% of their clients coming back. Numbers actually like 95. From concept to completion, choose A.D. Davis Construction, where your vision meets their legacy of excellence. Woo. Our legacy. Theirs. Ours. Yeah.
Well, it's theirs.
That's a much better read.
Well, you know.
Poor Chuck. Why did Chuck not pay the fee to get an adult without a crayon to write the ad?
You slaughtered that.
What?
You slaughtered that. All right.
Blake, it's okay if you use crayons. I'm not judging.
We have other sponsors that we got to give shout outs to. We have Anastasia Diner, Moultrie Creek Diner, Brightway Insurance, St. Augustine Pirate Museum, Anastasia Construction Group, The Saints, Solar Stick, Abear Kresge and Associates, Powell Heating and Air, Meehan's Irish Pub, A.D. Davis. I already said that. You already said that. Land Title of America, Kaiser's, St. Augustine distilleries. Whew, that's a good list.
I was at the diner, Anastasia Diner, on Sunday. Food was so good.
They are amazing.
Andy was in there. The staff was in there. It was great. So yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome. Andy's a great guy. All right, Mike, it's Monday, so that means it's 5 questions day.
Awesome.
So we'll do that the second half.
I'm assuming you have at least 2 of them written.
I have 3.
I see that
3.
over there.
I have 3 written, and then I figured we'd ad-lib from that point on. One of them's about food, which makes it really boring because you and Blake have about the same palate. You eat about the same 8 things.
So I
That's on the
had
list.
someone refer to my palate as khaki.
Okay? Yeah.
I have a
It's very-
khaki palate.
It's very neutral.
Yes.
Very neutral in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So, all right. So
You want to take this call? No, I'm just kidding.
I'll take it. All right. So it looks like you brought some topics in.
I just been writing stuff down. I don't know what you guys have been talking about.
We've been talking about everything in, under the sun and then more.
So has Lenny become like Blake, a MAGA enthusiast yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. There's still hope.
We still can't get him to put red on. So I don't think that's ever going to happen.
You know, Trump has stolen red from the lefties.
Yeah.
Because they were all into the red revolution.
Yeah.
Right? Because the commies always wore red, and now they won't wear red. Trump has crushed everything.
Yeah.
He's taken it all away from them.
All right. I don't know if you've heard this story yet about when you were gone.
Probably not.
All right.
I kind of put the last 100 days or so, I haven't been on a complete news hiatus, but I have kind of locked down from a lot of stuff. So, yeah, there's all kinds of news
I got
out
to
there.
wrap myself out, and you're
Okay.
going to think this is really funny.
Yeah.
So last Tuesday, right, Blake? Was it last Tuesday?
Maybe.
We come in, power's not working here.
Oh.
Have you heard the story yet?
I've heard this story.
Okay.
I wasn't going to tell it
Okay.
until middle of the show, but let's lead with this
Yeah,
story.
no. Well, I've told everyone the next day what exactly happened, but I didn't know if you knew because you were gone. And because I didn't get a bill, I was like, okay, I guess it's
Quote I
it's
got
in the
from
can.
Mark today was, you thought that the power was paid in the rent.
In the camp.
And Mark said, listen, Mini-Me, you need to ask the other Mini-Me how power works, meaning Pete Melfi.
Well, and Pete evidently was getting them online, the bills online, and never shared them back to me.
Why would he?
And
It's not his place anymore.
the account is in my name now. But they let me go like 2.5 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
So, and they were so nice, like getting us back up. They got us back up that night, which I still got to give it a great shout out to FPL.
Did you miss a whole show?
We missed the show.
Yeah.
But get this, the short that we put in about being stupid had twice as many viewers as us doing a serious show.
Oh, man. Were you outside in front of the electric panel box?
We were
Yes, we
outside
were.
in front of that
I'm
one.
going to have to go watch that.
That one.
It actually almost. So I actually brought out the ad reads to thinking like, you know what, we got 50 minutes to spare before.
Yeah, Blake wanted us to do the show outside. It was 105.
Oh, I bet it was.
Yeah. So, and I was still going back and forth with FPL and
Like,
where
what's
they were
the
at.
longest time you've been outside this summer?
It definitely might have been, but at least it was understanding. But it was kind of necessary to be outside there to see what's going on.
No, the longest was at the ballpark at the Braves Reds game.
yeah,
but it
sure.
wasn't in Florida.
No.
Wait a minute. That really wasn't outside. That was under a lightning warning, wasn't
Oh, it was under a lot of warnings. It was we got
Floods.
drenched so many times. So,
Speaking of
and
the
the Braves
Braves.
won.
it? The Braves are the hottest team in baseball.
Yeah, I don't know
They're
about that. Milwaukee's still the
They're
hottest.
8-2. They're 8-2. Nobody is 8-2 in the last 10 games. I looked it up before I came in here.
Milwaukee? Milwaukee had a 14-game winning streak before yesterday.
It said on my thing the Braves were the hottest. I'll look it up.
I think we beat the Milwaukee yesterday, right?
Yes, we did. But,
Yeah, 3-2.
But still,
But we
last-
gave 'em-
but
gave
still
'em a
last-
couple games.
But still, last 10 games, 9-1.
I know they. Let me look and see.
Milwaukee just they are enjoying the euchre love from above.
The love from above. Let's
Yeah.
see. I had that pulled up because I was looking at the.
Yelich,
Maybe I missed the
Yelich-
Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah.
They are 9-1.
Yeah,
They are the hottest team.
Yelich has played like he's an MVP in this run, and
Second hottest team. I'll
they're
take
still
it.
hot.
Your Reds are 5-5 in the last 10.
Oh,
the problem is you're 5 games above 500, and the Braves, I think, are 13 games below 500, 12 games. We're not catching you.
Yeah.
You're going to finish ahead of us. We're going to be lucky to get to 500.
I think
at the
we're
end
a
of the
game
season.
out of the wild card or something like that, maybe a game and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, Reds are decent. They're just not consistent.
Although I do think the Braves have a chance of catching the Mets.
Yeah.
They've only won like 3 games in August.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Mets have went really cold, and the Reds, get this, in Major League Baseball right now, the Reds are the only team that has not been swept all year long. You'd think their record would be better.
You think that, yeah.
Relief pitching and defense has hurt the Reds. There's probably 5 or 6 games out there. You give them those 5 or 6 games, they're in the playoffs. But, and a couple of those games were just the other night against the Brewers.
You had the Brewers beat the other night and gave it away.
Yeah, there was 2 double play balls that both should have been double plays. One was considered an error, one wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
But De La Cruz tried to be cute and flip it with his glove instead of doing the fundamentals, and it ended up costing him like an 8-run inning or something like that after that. It would have got him out of the inning.
Yes.
And it was very frustrating to watch for real. So, all right. So you got some topics. You want to talk about the Ukraine over there? I see you got the Ukraine.
I just wrote down, I don't know if you guys have been following that. I think there's a little bit of thing about redistricting going on around the country that might be, I'm sure Blake has a few deep thoughts about that.
Lenny is watching right now.
Yeah.
So Lenny and I have talked about this.
Yeah.
And I just said, well, it's just their turn because they won. It's happened many times throughout the history. But which redistricting do you want to talk about, Texas or California?
I think the whole system's rigged, right? On both sides.
100%.
The whole system's rigged. And what's rigged the entire system is computers.
Mm-hmm.
You can now put all the voter information in and tell it to create enough districts that the way they refer to districts is either an R +1 +2 +3 or a D +1 +2 +3, which means the higher the number, the more likelihood it's going to be either a Republican district or a Democrat district. And computers can tell you basically, how many times registered people vote in an area, what the numbers
are,
who the super voters, all this stuff, and you can gerrymander these districts. The Democrats have been doing it for decades. Mm-hmm. Do you know how many Republican representatives there are from New England? The New England states.
I don't have any clue. It can't be a lot.
It's a Blutarski.
Okay.
It's 0.0. So I think there's 21 reps from New England. All of them are Democrats.
Gotcha.
States like New Jersey, where there's 40% Republican turnout, have hardly any Republican representatives. Mm-hmm. So the left's been doing it forever. We did stories when I was doing the podcast
both sides have been doing it forever.
Hang on. But if you look at Maryland, go look at Maryland. Mm-hmm. Maryland and Illinois districts, congressional districts, make Corrine Brown's district look compact.
Yeah. We talked about Corrine Brown's where it started in Duval, meandered through St. John's, did an immediate right into Putnam, and then down into the
Orlando,
West Volusia, into Seminole County, certain areas of Seminole County, all the way to Orlando.
So do you see how close you and I are sitting right now? Mm-hmm. That's wider than the district was.
Yeah. I know.
I mean, you can step across that district.
I remember it well.
Yeah.
I remember it well.
So it's interesting to me that the left's been doing this forever. And then Texas says, hey, we're going to take care of this. Mm-hmm. We're going to fix our state. And the left is screaming, they can't gerrymander anymore. Mm-hmm. They've done it. I mean, when you're a 21-0 against Republicans in New England, you pretty much have done a phenomenal job. That's a multiple of states that have locked Republicans out of congressional representation.
And it's going to happen again in 5 or 6 years if it ever switches back. Right now, the Democrats are in trouble, and all over the country they're in trouble. They don't have a bench. They are the Colorado Rockies of politics right now. In the last 50 games, the Milwaukee Brewers have won more games than the Colorado Rockies have won all season.
Yeah.
Okay, that's out of 130 something games. Yeah, and Milwaukee's won more in the last 50.
Like it's just been very interesting to watch the fall because Democrats for my entire political life until the last couple of years, always they were like Biff. Mm-hmm. They would drop into a truckload of manure and come out smelling like roses. Mm-hmm. And now they're in a rose patch smelling like manure.
Well, the thing is, having one leader holds the team together. Mm-hmm. When you don't have that leader, that team falls apart.
Yep.
Republicans took it on the chin pretty hard around the 08 to 16 time frame. They didn't have a leader. They didn't have an identity. Mm-hmm. The Democrats now don't have an identity.
They got nobody.
And not only are they, when you're in a hole, you're supposed to stop digging.
They're not. They haven't stopped digging.
They're like, no, bring that backhoe in.
Yes,
we're going to double down on trans.
Yep.
We're going to double down on topics that affect 0.03% of the population, which gets them no votes. Mm-hmm. So, guys, stop digging. I want a two-party system. I want it to. I know you do not. You're good with where we're at.
No. Actually, I'd like a true two-party system. We don't have one right now.
We don't. We just
no. Even with Republicans and Democrats, we still have a uniparty because they still spend way too much money.
Oh yeah.
They still get nothing done in Congress, and it doesn't matter who's in charge. So we're in a mess right now.
Well, and I have Congressman Rutherford coming in next Monday.
I'm going to watch that show.
I'm excited to have that. He's going to come in and talk about the Medicaid and some of the lies that are out there, and some of the stuff that was just grabbed from the headlines and told to elderly to scare the hell out of the elderly, which was just false.
Correct.
So I want to see some of those things. I want to see where he feels the party's at, because the one thing. Republicans have a couple of young people on the bench. Mm-hmm. I still consider Vance and Marco fairly young people. I see those guys both being in the top 5 of leadership.
Did you see Trump about 2 weeks ago? He said my favorite ticket going forward would be Vance and Rubio. Uh-huh. But I don't want Rubio to leave the State Department.
Yeah.
Rubio's crushing it at the State Department. He might be my favorite Secretary of State in my entire life.
Yeah.
He is just, I don't know what happened to him. He was like this for a while when he first came out, and then he got to D.C. and got all cozy with the D.C. elites, and that's what cost him the election in 2016 in the primary against Trump.
Well, he got away from when he had this when he was Speaker of the House in the state of Florida.
Yeah, he had this outsiderman thing, and then he beat Charlie Crist.
He beat Charlie Crist, and he had that, but he let it kind of blend in with, okay, I'm going to run for president, so I got to slide back more towards the middle, and he stopped being himself.
Yeah.
I think Trump's allowed him to be himself, and he's acting more like Marco, the Speaker of the Florida House, more so than he did Marco, the Senator. Marco, the Senator, I was
not happy.
I was 50-50 with. So
Trump drug him across an election cycle.
Yeah.
Trump got him across an election cycle. He was in that much trouble. I remember sitting around talking to some buddies back when Bill McCullough was running for governor and Rick Scott was running. And I looked at all of them and I said, hey, Rick Scott's going to win this race. And everyone in the room was like, you're nuts. A month later, we get back together and they're like, hey, you got any other predictions? Because Rick Scott is crushing Bill McCullough right now. I'm like, yeah, Marco Rubio is going to beat Charlie Crist. And they're all looking at, there's no way. I'm like, yes,
he is.
100% he is. He's going to do it.
And Lenny made a great point. He's like, the Democrats, they don't have a clear message except other than we're not Trump. They're so focused on Trump and less focused on how to make their party stronger, they're not making trade deals like you would if you're a professional team. Like the trade deadline's coming and they're Miami Marlin it. They're selling off the team like they're going to get a better draft pick. It doesn't work like that in politics. It just doesn't work like that. And you can't hate can't be your platform. It just can't be your platform.
If you have a governor coming out of a blue state right now, who Gavin Newsom wants to run for president, he's running for president. The last 2 months, California has had the highest unemployment rate in the country. And some of it is due to AI and technology, but some of it's due to just the abysmal state of economics inside the state of California.
Well, no, the problem is, and I actually had this conversation with Congressman Rutherford when we talked last week. The problem is in California, the people have learned the system so well, and they know the system better than their politicians do.
Yeah. And
they're using the system against the people that control the system. And it throws everything out of balance. And until they understand, hey, we're the problem, it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
That backhoe is going to be an abyss.
Yeah, they're just digging. It's interesting to watch. I think they're in a lot of trouble in the midterm. Senate is leaning. There's a lot of seats that they've got to defend that are in states that Trump won big. I think Trump is much more popular than what some of these polls are saying right now. I mean, I get online and I've got to log on through Microsoft through Edge or whatever the browser is, and I don't use that one all the time, but every single time I open it up, Trump's polling has fallen again. I'm like, at this rate, it should be at 0. You should just be writing an article. Trump's polling is now at 0.
Yeah.
Because every day it's fallen, and I'm like, okay.
Well, no, it says it's fallen again, and then it's with a single Asian mix that work at a factory, and
Yeah, I know. They've defined it down.
The detail is left there. Vic's calling it. Hey, Vic. No, we're not going to put you on air. Don't worry. But it's a lot in those details. I just, they got to come up with a better game plan. I mean, they only got a year to the midterms, and less than a year now. Or I just don't see how they're turning it that quick.
Yep.
So, but they can't have. They have to figure out what their fight is.
Oh goodness.
You know my love for recycling.
I do. You think that all the programs should be abandoned, dismissed, taken care of. I know you.
Yeah, I think it's the most upside down program we've had. And Democrats are now starting to come off of maybe this global warming thing isn't all us.
Yep.
Because their trust in AI is now telling them it's not. It's not us that's creating it.
Yeah. And
what's going on in the center of the earth is controlling whether or not we're warm or not whether or not you left your car running to run inside to get a Slurpee.
Oh man.
So, or I get flicked off because I drove a Hummer, so I mean, I'm not bitter.
That was me.
Yeah.
That was me. That was because the Miami Hurricanes won another natty, and I was
you paid that guy to do that.
That's it. That was me. I was taking care of all of that. Did you see Taylor Swift's latest fanboy?
No, I didn't.
Blake, do you know who Taylor Swift's latest fanboy is?
I saw her on New Heights. I watched that episode on New Heights.
Jason Kelsey?
No. Taylor Swift's latest fanboy, Jimmy Comey. Jimmy Comey.
Yeah, he's an albatross himself.
Oh my gosh. He had this huge post about how much he loves Taylor. He listens to Taylor Swift while he's cutting the grass. First of all, I don't believe he cuts his own grass.
Yeah.
I don't believe the former FBI director is cutting his own grass. I don't believe that. I'm calling BS on that one. That's like watching Chuck Schumer cook a hamburger.
I can tell you right now, I'm a little uncomfortable with that with Jimmy Comey because I am a closet Swiftie.
Yeah.
I don't flaunt it a whole lot, but yeah, with Maeve has made me
Would you cut the grass listening to Taylor Swift?
I wouldn't cut I don't cut the grass. That's another thing that it's cheaper to have someone cut your grass. How much you get paid an hour? All right. Then you got to go buy a machine. Then you got to maintain that machine. Then you got to get gas for the machine.
Yep.
And then you've got to clean it after you're done so the machine lasts so you don't have to buy another machine. And by then, my yard's so small, I think it's $25 a cut.
$25 a cut?
Yeah, that's how small my yard is.
I would definitely pay for you to cut your grass there.
No, I would not do it it's not worth it for $25. And I don't have a garage, so I don't have a place to keep a lawnmower.
No, you don't have a place to keep a lawnmower.
So it's not even an option.
I always enjoy doing it other than August.
Yeah.
August is the one month that I feel like I'm on the Bataan death march when I'm cutting the grass.
I'll tell you, my first 3 or 4 years with the rec department, we only had like 5 or 6 people. Mm-hmm. And in the summertime,
you had to cut
everybody
grass.
Had to cut.
It
wasn't just me. Everybody had to cut.
Yeah.
And I just I remember setting the formula up and saying, here's why it's cheaper for us not to cut the grass anymore.
Yeah.
And
well, since you made the formula up, I'm sure it worked.
Oh, it completely worked, and we also got a cleaning lady that same week.
Oh my goodness!
So it kind of backfired at that.
You just didn't like how Leon cleaned the office.
Yeah. So
Leon Scheimer. Yeah. Now my surf boys are all texting me that there's now overhead bombs coming in, and
I don't see any overhead.
I don't see any overhead bombs here. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a solid kind of chest high. It was fun.
Who's
I surfed
chest? Mini me's?
Just hang on. Watch this guy take off on this wave.
Right.
Let a guy catch a wave first of all.
Okay.
But it's all wonky because the tide's really high and it's just a lot of backwash.
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
That doesn't look like. See,
see, that was just he just got gobbled.
No, that looked like you taking off.
That looked like me taking off. I don't ride a shortboard, so it wouldn't even be me.
No,
so.
That's seriously, I'd give it about chest high.
It's a lot of whitewash.
Yeah, so. But it's not. I surfed at noon. It was fun.
Yeah, a lot of whitewash. Yeah, so you're behind on some of your surf sessions, so you need to get some aqua therapy in this week while you can.
I finally crossed the 30 threshold.
Okay.
I usually cross the 30 threshold sometime in March or April. I'm way behind.
Yeah, in case you guys are wondering, Mike has a spreadsheet pretty much for everything.
Everything.
Blake has a spreadsheet for everything, and I'm involved in some of those spreadsheets. And the only thing I have a spreadsheet for is
the one spreadsheet
accounts.
I haven't got to come out of my advantage yet is the one where I think I'm funny.
Yeah,
that one's always comes out the wrong way. No matter how many times I redo that spreadsheet.
But you have had some great practical jokes in your history.
I have had a few.
And I think you still won't claim it, but it still affects me today, is the Viagra one that called during the radio show.
It's not mine. I wished it was. Yeah. Every time your phone rang and you looked at me like I was an evil SOB, I thought, I wish I'd done that.
Because the first week you did it was like, every 30 minutes. It was so you didn't do it. All right, I have a fun story I want to talk about. Ellen from Home Again.
Ellen Walden.
Ellen Walden.
Yep.
Sent us this story. Blake, I sent you some pictures. And this, I just want to tell you how great Mozart Ford is. The Houdini hamster. Blake, you're mouthing something.
Did you ever get?
You didn't send me the photos.
I didn't send you the photos.
No.
So Blake, does he always do this to you? Like he acts like he understands technology, and then he didn't hit send.
I sent him the photos about the pricing of houses around the nation, and that's the invoice.
That's not the one that has the Houdini hamster.
No, that is not.
That's definitely not that one.
Houdini hamster. All right, but we're gonna do that pricing first, and Blake, I'm gonna send it to you right now, the Houdini hamster, because it's a cute and fun story because it happened to a friend of ours' family.
Which is not you and me. We're not cute and fun.
No, we're neither one.
We're neither of those. So this is really good for the listeners.
We're not as hairy as the Houdini hamster, which her real name is Winnie. So, all right. So, states, the most expensive states to buy a house in.
California.
Okay. They are number 2.
New York.
They are number 11.
Hawaii.
They are number 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, I gotta get that right now. I had too many things open. All right. So Hawaii is $973,555 for the average price.
So let me get this straight. It's just shy of $1 million?
Just shy.
Okay.
Of
I just
$1 million.
wanted to get that on the record. There's
Just
a shorter
shy
way of saying that.
Of $1 million.
And what's the pennies?
They did not show me pennies.
You
but
gave me everything else.
I'm sure it's at 99 cents.
Okay.
All right. California is next at 809.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, New York, it drops all the way to 11th. And
that's because nobody wants to live there anymore. Even Lenny moved out.
487. He wants to go back.
Oh, Lenny, say it ain't so.
And
I feel like I'm Bill Murray in Ghostbusters.
Florida.
Say it ain't so.
Florida comes in at 22nd.
Can I guess? $478,000 average house price.
A little high. You're a little high. It's 405.
Okay.
405, 280, because it's the whole state of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Palatka does drag us down.
In St. Augustine, your number's probably pretty accurate.
Those trailers are pretty cheap.
All right. Who do you think is last on this list?
Last on that list, Mississippi.
They are second to last. It's a very good guess.
Arkansas.
Arkansas is 46th.
Man, I'm in there. Alabama.
Alabama is 44th.
West Virginia.
50. That is the winner. See, and I when I guessed, I was thinking Louisiana, and they're 48.
Yeah,
on the list.
I've done enough of these. The kind of trend lines you can kind of guess.
New Mexico is.
Where's Alaska?
Alaska is right below Florida.
Okay,
so they're ranked in the 23rd position at 395,000.
Although that insulation raises the cost of a house.
Yes. So
that and bear proofing it.
It's not until Illinois in the 34th position is a house under 300,000. Okay. And it's not until the last two positions is the average house under 200,000.
It's crazy.
That's wild.
I know. I have.
You as a builder, you might know something about that.
I might know something about that. I have some books upstairs from the early years of A.D. Davis, and A.D. was signing $13,000 contracts to build houses in the 50s.
Yeah,
$13,000 to build a house.
Well, my parents, which I ended up owning their house in 63, maybe 64.
Yep.
Bought their house for $9,000.
I believe it. I 100% believe that.
It's wild. It's just wild where the house prices were. All right, are you ready for 5 questions, sir?
I am, but you were going to tell about the hamster.
All right, are you ready with the hamster story, Blake?
Yes.
You teased this story. I have jokes about this story, so I kind of want to do the hamster story.
All right. There's an adorable hamster, and it escaped. Her name is actually Winnie, but I'm calling her Houdini the hamster.
Houdini the hamster.
She escaped her container. Houdina. Yeah. Hootie. All right.
And the blowfish.
Yes. No blowfish. It's a hamster. Escaped and got into the console of the truck of a daughter of a friend of ours.
Yep.
All right. They have to take, there is Winnie in her full containment. All right. The other picture that I give you is Winnie after Bozard Ford had saved Winnie from behind the dash. And she's trying to chew out again to return into the dash.
Yeah.
All right. There she is. She's actually chewed through that container. Well, you got Chick-fil-A right beside there. Or
I would chew through that container too for Chick. That's pizza. That's
a pizza box.
You can't put the pizza beside the hamster and expect him not to chew. All right.
That explains it.
But Winnie had quite the adventure. And at Bozard Ford, they took it out to Bozard Ford to remove. And Winnie kept sticking her hand out the vent, like waving to him.
Yes.
Almost taunting.
You can't get me.
Yeah, the people at Bozard. But the victorious one was Bozard Ford. And at the bottom of their sheet, it says, all good, family pet saved.
Family pet.
You know,
So was this car at one point in time owned by Richard Gere?
ooh.
Too soon?
They didn't say anything about the muffler.
Okay, I just want to know if that was too soon.
Nothing. They didn't say anything about the tailpipe. So might be too soon.
Those of you that are older get that. You understand that.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one. I think you and I sent it back and forth about somebody was trying to get a hamster out of a very tight place.
Yes.
And they lit a match and it exploded.
Yes. Ed.
We're going to leave that alone. But
Yeah.
one of the people did have to go to the hospital because.
Well, yeah, there were
And the guy
there were removal methods that we won't talk
the
about.
guy that was reading that on the air on a radio show could not. He was laughing so hard he was crying while he was reading it. It was the funniest thing.
Yeah.
All
right. 5 questions.
Yes.
All right, Blake, are you ready? You've been studying all weekend.
Oh.
Yes.
Man.
All right. Here we go. Greatest athlete from the 70s. From the 70s. Greatest athlete from the 70s.
Man, that.
And it can be any sport.
Gosh, there's so much there to work with.
Yeah.
Mark Spitz comes to mind.
72. Yeah.
Because of the Olympics there. You had some of the tennis players that were amazing at that time. Football players. You could throw a Lynn Swan in there, right? Was he the
Terry
season
Bradshaw.
Terry
Yeah,
Bradshaw.
yeah.
Those guys were 70s. I honestly though I probably.
I mean, you
still
got to give OJ some props too from the football side.
Yeah, I gotta give Mark Spitz. I gotta give him.
Before he went all wackadoodle.
Two-sport athlete or two-gender athlete, Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
76, the decathlete.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got Bruce in there, or Caitlin.
Yeah, Caitlin. No.
So
Caitlin, no.
yeah, I mean, there's quite a few. I always laugh about that. The Russian that lost.
Yeah.
Going to get
got beat
beers.
by a girl.
I know. It's just too good. Guys in a bar. That's exactly what's being said.
Blake. Yeah, we had a lot of vodka. A lot of vodka at that point.
Yeah.
Blake, greatest athlete from the 70s, and I had 2 that really stood out. And you didn't name either one of them.
Okay.
But
of course, Pete Rose.
no, it's not a baseball guy.
Okay.
So
Is it? I'm thinking about like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali's one. Kareem did come to mind. And then my other one is because I didn't know anything about this sport until this player came to the U.S. and that's
Pickleball?
Pele.
Yeah.
So he was a little bit past his prime in the 70s, but he's the one that made soccer cool in the U.S. and now it's the largest.
So I know that
we might be able to blame Pele for people not playing baseball anymore.
I know Pele is athletic, but I'm still, Blake, are we convinced soccer is a sport?
Soccer is a sport.
He's a fan.
Are you really?
Yeah, soccer
Yeah,
is a sport.
he's a big fan. He's a Chelsea guy.
I unfortunately have close relations with the guys with the coaches at Flagler, so I'm worried I might be kicked in the face with a ball if they don't say anything otherwise.
They might get upset about it.
My boys have given me one argument for watching soccer on Saturday and Sunday mornings over football. That is that when it starts, there's 45 minutes without a commercial. They might do 1 or 2 commercials during the break. Then they talk, and then they come right back, and there's 45 minutes of soccer again, and then whatever the over with no ads. I tried to watch the Jaguar game yesterday. I almost turned it off because I so many ads.
Here's how I watch soccer. I watch soccer hoping there's a commercial, so I don't have to watch them run around. I'm rooting for the commercial.
Oh,
it's the only sport where the men are bigger wusses than the women. When they go down, they go, and they lay there until the guy with the magic spray comes out, until the referee comes over and says, hey, I'm about to, take you off. And they jump up miraculously healed. Now the women, you kick a woman, she's going after the other woman.
After the other woman.
She's not waiting, laying on the ground.
Suddenly you're watching UFC 721.
Yeah, no, just don't let them do that.
Right, So you're not a fan of soccer, but you still miss social lounge being around.
I do miss the social lounge. I mean, but I like I said, that's Cohen Scott. I miss it.
Cohen Scott, ran one of the coolest local downtown bars ever.
Yeah.
I was so super disappointed that they closed before my 21st. I was hoping like my 21st birthday, get my first beer at Social Lounge. Dang it!
Where did you get your first beer? There's a question right there. It's 5 questions.
I don't know if you've ever drank an entire beer. Have you, Blake?
No, I didn't.
But where did you get your first almost complete beer?
I don't think I did have a beer when I officially turned 21, but I do remember I was 21. My mom and I celebrated my 21st out of Hooters.
Mm-hmm. Out of Hooters.
Yeah.
Your dad celebrated his first beer at age 9.
Buffalo shrimp are good.
Yeah. What did you say?
You celebrated your first beer at age 9.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Country Quencher. So, Boone's Farm.
Farm. Age 9.
Yeah. I don't know if I was in double digits. I don't think I was.
No.
So, all right. Question number 2.
Yes.
Question number 2. Best war movie of all time. There's so many to choose from.
Best war movie of all time. You got to throw Patton in that list.
Mm-hmm.
A Bridge Too Far in that list. There's
Bridge Over the River Kwai.
No, I hated that movie.
Really?
I hated that movie.
That makes sense. That's why it was a good movie.
I just wanted the Emperor to come out there and kill Obi-Wan. I just wanted Obi-Wan gone.
Bridge Over the River Kwai.
Yes. Well, you know who was in it? Alec Guinness was in it. Yes, I was rooting for the Emperor.
Oh,
I wanted the Emperor. The longest day is a bit too long for me, Lenny.
Yeah.
I thought that wasn't bad. What was it? Sands of Iwo Jima, I thought was a phenomenal war movie. Really, I thought that was really, really good.
See, I loved Sniper.
That was okay.
I didn't
really think that was a good.
You didn't think it was great?
With Tom Berenger?
No. Well, American Sniper. American Sniper with Bradley Cooper.
I thought that was a pretty good.
Bradley Cooper one.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. I did. Black Hawk Down came on from Ricky. Mm-hmm. I thought that was pretty good.
Great Escape.
Yeah, Tom, not enough of them got away.
Yeah, Tom, Dick, and Harry.
All right. So, I'm gonna say Full Metal Jacket for me. Like that's such a.
I did not like that movie at all.
Wow,
I didn't like that.
Jeez. Now hold on, Dad.
Why don't you just say Officer and a Gentleman?
Did you like Deer Hunter?
No.
You didn't like Deer Hunter.
I didn't like Deer Hunter either. No.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it.
But Dad, I do have to ask you though. Mm-hmm. Do you consider Casablanca a war movie?
That was actually kind of in my list. A great question. I didn't get there, but
there's no real battle scenes, but it definitely is a war movie. I mean, and I didn't consider that in this as part of the question, but that's my favorite movie of all time.
If you go back and watch it and you realize it was filmed in 1942, okay, and there's a lot of war propaganda in the movie.
100%.
Right? Especially the end when Victor Laszlo gets on the plane with Ilsa and looks at Rick and says, "This time I know our side will win." Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, there's a lot of, it's 1941 in Casablanca. What time is it in the rest of the world? In America, I bet they're asleep all over America, right? There's a war raging and they don't know. Yeah. So there was a lot of stuff in there that was kind of clipped in. So Casablanca had some great references. So.
Yeah. Where were you at? Where do you put Saving Private Ryan in this?
If you could take out the 15 minutes where they try to figure out what to do with the German prisoner and that whole storyline, other than that, Saving Private Ryan was okay. I thought that was the dumbest part of the movie.
You and I are both like, shoot him.
Shoot him. I'm sorry.
He's going to come back later and shoot somebody.
He's going to kill somebody else.
You let him go. You let him go. He's going to come back and kill your friend.
I think it starts out with some of the most
what happens, Blake?
Realistic and gruesome scenes on D-Day.
I think the D-Day scene is one of the best war scenes out there, besides the Battle of the Bastards.
Yes. Battle of the Bulge was a really good one, too. Yeah. Henry Fonda was in that. Lot of good actors in that one.
Sergeant York was okay.
I was a big fan of Force 10 from Navarone. And then there were two Navarone movies, The Guns of Navarone and Ford. I thought both of those were pretty good. Carl Weathers had a great role in with Harrison Ford.
Oh yeah.
So those were pretty good. Where Eagles Dare. It's more of a spy movie. Richard Burton and Clint Eastwood. They go up to get a spy out of a German castle. And Richard Burton has you the entire time. You think the guy's either crazy or a nut and insane. And then you realize this is the smartest spy they've ever sent anywhere to get anybody.
What about the movie 1918? Does it make your list?
I didn't like that one.
1917, you mean?
1917. Yeah.
I just didn't like that one very much. There were scenes in that one too that I was like, could do without.
Yeah.
What
about Animal House?
Loved Animal House as a war movie.
Yeah, it's a war movie.
It was absolutely one of the best because it was war between.
Did we roll over?
Yes.
When the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor.
Correct.
Come on. It doesn't get any better than that.
It's not over till we say it's over.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
We referenced Lutarski too many times.
It was a full-on war between those without that just wanted to have fun in college, and those that were preppies that were just total pains in the rear end. Yeah.
Different type of battle.
Yeah, just a different battle.
All right. So what did you end up with? What did you land on as your favorite war movie?
My favorite war movie? I probably I'm still going Sands of Iwo Jima. I thought that was a great one.
Have you seen the new Midway with Woody Harrelson?
Yeah, I have. I've seen all the Midways. I thought that one was pretty good. The Midway with Henry Fonda and that was again, you had this whole 1970s thing where they inject the daughter and the Japanese being locked out, and it's like, take that out, and that Midway movie, and both of them were very historically accurate. I look at that as if you ever want to see God was on the side of the United States, that one battle, there's no way we should have won. There's absolutely no way that we should have won.
But it also shows America's ingenuity to get those ships back online. Those two ships that got back online saved Midway. And the deception that they did for Midway. I mean, I really enjoy. I enjoy all the Midway movies, but I think historically, the most recent one was probably the one that was closest to the truth.
Well, Nimitz, when he got to Pearl Harbor and did his assessment, there were three things. I think one was the fact that they didn't get the aircraft carriers. They didn't drop a single bomb on the salvage yard, right, where they fixed all the boats and put them back into service. And right over the ridge from where Pearl Harbor was the fuel depot for the entire Pacific Fleet. All it would have taken was a couple of bombs there.
If they had to refurbish that, we would have never got to there.
If they had dropped the bombs on the fuel depot and blown up the entire fuel reserves, we got no fuel to power the ships to go fight. We got to get all that fuel back over there. So the Japanese stunning victory as far as just wiping out the battleships, but missed a couple of key crucial things that may have won them a war.
They got a little too cocky at Midway and thought that but I mean, how the U.S. deceived them on where they were going to be and how it was going to happen. That was. It made Japan late to the party.
It was the code breakers.
Yeah,
they did a phenomenal job of.
See, we got to count that one. The Whisper. The one with Nicolas Cage. What is it? Something Whispers? Code Whispers?
Bobby threw in the Dirty Dozen. Kathy threw in
I like Josh's answer.
Tropic Thunder. I want to see him make that movie again today, Josh.
Dirty Dozen, that's the Cleveland Curse.
Well, if you're going to throw the Dirty Dozen in, you might as well throw Kelly's Heroes in too.
Yeah. With the Dirty Dozen, that's when Jim Brown it went over on filming, and Paul Brown kept finding him, and Jim's like, "Stop finding me. I'll be there for the season."
Yeah.
And Paul Brown's like, "No, everybody gets treated the same." No, you don't.
No, not Jim Brown.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
he's the guy who's carried you to championships.
Yeah.
And you know how many times they've won since Jim Brown's left? A Lutarski.
Wind Talkers.
That's it.
That was a really good. The other,
all right, thanks, Bobby.
The other actor in that movie was played the American Indian, was phenomenal.
All right, and I'm going to stick with Casablanca because it is my favorite movie, and I got to consider it a war movie, even though when I came in here, that wasn't my answer. So.
Blake persuaded you to change. All right, what other question you got?
A food you thought was gross as a kid, but you like now, and that might not change for either one of you guys.
A food that I thought was gross back then that I like now. There's so many.
I really like cauliflower, and I hated it as a child. I really like lima beans, and I hated it as a child. Lima beans is the one I spread around, and I was like, gosh, I wish we had a dog.
Well, I'm going to tell you why I didn't like lima beans as a kid and why I love them now. Daddle sauce.
Daddle? Yeah.
You put daddle sauce on lima beans, and that makes them very edible.
Well, so, I'm that way with grits.
Yeah.
I like grits with melted cheese and daddle.
Asparagus, Lenny threw that up.
Asparagus. Okay.
Mushrooms, never.
I don't think I
ever.
Yeah,
no mushrooms.
I don't think I had asparagus until I was an adult. You know, it was not a food that was, you know, it's not a food in.
Broccoli was in there too.
Yeah, broccoli. You still don't like broccoli, do you?
I eat broccoli.
Yeah.
You put enough butter on it.
What about you? You have probably even a shorter window than Mike on the foods.
So is the way asking like
a food you thought was gross, but now you can eat.
Corn.
Corn? Like corn on the cob?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say so.
Yeah. I do love some corn on the cob. His brother. If you even mention corn.
Yeah.
He gets like a gag. He actually gets sick if you even mention corn.
Wow.
Because we tried every food with him when they were growing up, and he never could he couldn't keep corn down. So
Kathy's got squash in there, which is really good.
Yeah.
Little sauteed
squash. Okay. I crushed some okra last week at Sonny's.
Fried okra?
Yeah.
Well, see, there you fried it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you deep fry anything, it usually tastes a whole lot better than when it wasn't deep fried.
Yeah.
However, your arteries at our age may not be as happy.
All right. You've been here long enough. We'll consider you a Floridian.
I have been here long enough to be considered a Floridian.
Because you moved here
from Maryland as an infant. You're right.
Before I was even born, because you're
from the Bethesda Naval Hospital straight to St. Augustine.
Because you're so much older than me. You've been in Florida longer than me.
Yes. Yeah.
But you were questioning your citizenship. What makes you a Florida? What's some of the things that makes you a Florida man? Like your actions, and you go, "Yeah, I'm from Florida."
Whenever it's August, and there's a spot right next to the store, but 40 spots away is one in the shade. You're like, I'll walk, but I want my car to be cool when I get back. Yeah, you park in the shade. Yeah. That's one Florida man spot.
Well, and that's a Florida parking strategy.
Yeah.
That I don't think a lot of other people have. And someone said they didn't understand the power of the white lines in a parking lot when you're barefoot.
Yes.
I was like, how do you not know that? And we grew up in Florida, so it's part of our nature. And you run from white line to white line to cool your feet to get to the next step.
We lived on Water Street behind Ripley's. We would spend a lot of time at the Flagler pool during the summer. I decided to stay one day, or I decided to leave one day, and I had to get from the Flagler pool in the middle of July or early August home barefoot. I can tell you where every shady spot was. I can tell you where every white line was. I mean, when I finally got to the grass at the fort, I thought I had but I had to run across San Marcos.
Yeah.
It's just pretty hot to get to. It was quite the adventure. I didn't know what my feet were going to look like when I got home.
You thought they'd just be peeling.
Oh my gosh. It was just one of those.
But your feet were so much. Can you imagine doing that now? My feet have gotten so tender since I'm over the age of 35, I think.
But when I started going on surf trips and realizing that a lot of these beaches that you're on in Central America have rocks on them, and most of the rocks haven't been worn smooth. They're sharp, and so the first time I went down there, like to walk 20 feet on one of those roads might take me a minute and a half. Now I'm like, I got this. I walk barefoot a lot more now than I did in my 30s, just to toughen those feet up.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I walked around like, I played in so many tournaments and stuff like that. I'd take my shoes off and just walk everywhere barefoot. And then I put my cleats back on just because I wanted the relief on my feet.
Yes.
And my feet were much tough. Now, I mean, if I step on a piece of rice that might have fallen on the ground, it cripples me.
All right, Cinderfella.
It takes me.
Okay, Cinderfella.
Blake, do you have anything that makes you? Can you identify as being a Floridian?
I'll definitely. Dang.
You like the air conditioning at 65?
Yes.
He sleeps with a blanket on and air conditioning at 65.
Yeah.
So, what do you got? You got anything, Blake? Is that pretty much it? You're an AC guy.
I have no like sure, yeah, I'm an AC guy. Like I guess I might have gone like something like I mean kind of like anti-floor man over here. I definitely like compared to like you or definitely compared to like if we go up to colder weathers, I got a little bit of my mom's Ohio jeans and I might have like one less layer that you have on.
Yeah.
Like during the cold
weather. And the cold affects me. So I mean, I have so much Florida in me. I mean, there's so many things you can kind of.
Do you hate the cold?
I hate the cold.
I love it when it gets cold.
I
love it when it gets. I get to sit outside, watch the sunset, have a bourbon. I love it.
I'll have that bourbon with you, but I'll be shaken as I might have the thinnest blood in the history of Floridians. But I think the thing that I think Josh kind of touched on it. Like hurricanes don't bother me anymore. You know, they.
I don't know. I just ran away from one.
Yeah.
So. I was in the BVI's and said I'm leaving a couple days early. But the problem
is if you're on the island,
there's nowhere to go.
You're on the island.
Yeah.
You're not getting out of there anytime soon if something really happens. So
well, we left on Thursday to come home, knowing that Saturday was iffy at the airport. So Saturday at about 3:00, it's like, hey, check flight aware and see if those flights went off. Both were canceled.
They both were canceled. Yeah.
And I don't know if we're out of there yet because I think they're still getting some pretty bad weather down in the islands right now.
Yeah. All right. Last thing's St. Augustine question.
Yes.
Within the last, since you and I have known each other, we've known each other for 35 years.
Forever.
35 long years.
Long years.
What is one thing you miss that is gone now from St. Augustine in those 35 years? And Blake, you only got 24 and a half years on this earth. So
we live in a really, really cool place, right? But it's been discovered. And so it's a lot more crowded now than it used to be. So, I mean, economic opportunity wise, food wise, venue wise, everything's better than it was when I was a kid, except for the fact that there's not as much of a small town feel as it used to be because we've grown up a little bit. You and I experience it because we still hang out in a group of people that has been here for a long time, and we're blessed by that. I love new people that come here. I met a new one at Surf Quest this weekend, guy that had moved here, and I'm very happy that he's moved here. But yeah, it was a lot smaller town. You knew a lot more people back in the day. So I think that part of it I miss a little bit. But I think everything is better now. I mean, you go to the restaurants, food's amazing. All the venues that I grew up with as a kid, the Alligator Farm, the Lighthouse,
they've all improved.
The Lightning Museum, the Fountain of Youth, all of those are better venues. Probably the only venue that hasn't improved is the Fort.
Yeah.
Right. That's the only one that it's still the Fort.
We don't want it to.
I know. It's still the Fort.
We don't want it to. And here's what I thought your answer. I thought I would nail down your answer. It's similar thought process.
Yeah.
But I thought for sure you were going to say Peterson's Bakery.
I miss that a lot. I mean, I really, really do. Peterson's is the only place. Well, Peterson's and Ozzy's, you could walk in with 25 cents and walk out with 4 donuts and a milk.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so amazing at all of those places.
Well, and the one I missed, very similar situation, but I don't know. Have you been to the Wheel since they've opened?
Have I been to the Wheel? I might be a regular at the Wheel.
Did you really just ask that question? Did you really? Because don't you remember on the last Mike Davis show, they brought in the Wheel?
Yeah, but I don't know if he'd been. They came in here. So
Blake.
But I mean, that's almost like coming home when you go in there.
Term obtuse?
Yeah. Are you calling me fat? But
You're
it's
just a big angle.
But it's yeah, really, I'm really broad. But it's like when you go in there, it's like, oh, you're seeing a lot of the old gang.
It's a lot. Yeah,
And it's a lot of the old locals,
Yes.
which I love about that. And they have this, almost the exact same menu. But the one I was going to say that I miss is the one I'd go to when I needed sponsors, and that was Shivers Barbecue.
Yeah, yeah.
So when I needed sponsors, I would walk in there, and all the guys who owned owned businesses.
I went to lunch one day with Timmy Callum at the Wheel. Timmy, wonderful person, great business person. Run Gator Door East, one of the best businesses here in town, right? And just a really good family. But we went, and we're there for like an hour, 45 minutes, right? So the first 15 minutes, it was a solid, hey Timmy, hey Timmy, hey Timmy, and then it turned into hey Mike, hey Mike, hey Mike, and he looked at me at the end. He said, I had you the first few minutes, but you really brought your game the second half.
He's a closer. He's a closer.
I said, Timmy, it's just being around a few more years than you, young man.
Yeah, no,
So,
that's exactly it. And I love that feeling of being able to still walk in and go, oh, hey, there's
People
Mike.
I haven't seen in a while, but yeah.
There's Timmy. Hey, there's
If you're
Skinner.
looking for Glenn Easters, he's there almost every day.
Yeah, yeah,
Of course, he says the same thing about me.
yeah. So
Yeah, I love the Wheel.
how have I not run into you there? We eat there at least once a week.
I don't know.
So
I don't know. I call you for lunch because you owe me 17 lunches right now, and I can't ever get you to meet me
I
anywhere.
think we're in single digits.
9 is a single digit.
I think we're in single digits.
9 is a single
And I
digit. You
can't
are
believe-
correct there, sir.
I still can't believe you didn't pay my power.
No.
Hey, Mike, thanks so much for coming in. It was
You're
a lot
welcome.
of
Lenny,
fun.
enjoy your vacation, brother.
Yeah, Lenny's gone all week, so we're gonna have substitutes all week long. I got somebody possibly on the line tomorrow. If not, it'll just be Blake and I. The Blevins boys can figure it out.
Lenny,
So-
I'll take you to lunch at the Wheel when you come back.
There you
I
go.
owe you lunch because there's still a war going on.
Yeah.
See
All
you
right,
guys.
All right, bye guys.